How about this for a thought? What if the most significant changes in a region aren't made by governments or armies, but by a few determined people with a plan? That's exactly what we're seeing in the northern West Bank.
And it's not just about individuals, it's about how those efforts are backed by larger systems. Welcome to DeActa Daily Digest. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Juniper. Here are today's top stories. Let's start with the first one. Israeli settlers, with government and military support, are rapidly expanding into the northern West Bank. This isn't just a small-scale effort. It's a coordinated campaign that's reshaping the region. What's your take on this, Juniper?
It's a massive undertaking, Joseph. What really stands out is how this expansion is tied to political shifts. Since Netanyahu's coalition came to power in 2022, and especially after the October 7th Hamas attack, there's been a clear acceleration in these efforts. It's like they're using this moment to push forward long-dormant plans.
That's exactly it. The article mentions that settlers are reoccupying sites evacuated back in 2005, like Homesh and Sanur, but they're also establishing entirely new settlements. We're talking about 18 strategic points, including 14 new locations. And these aren't random spots. They're chosen to fragment Palestinian territories.
Right, and the methods they're using are comprehensive. It's not just settlers moving in. The military is building bases, constructing roads, and expropriating land. And it's a full-scale operation designed to entrench Israeli control over these areas.
And the human impact is enormous. Over 720,000 Palestinians live in this region, and they're facing daily pressures and intimidation. It's a situation that's bound to escalate tensions, especially with such a significant military presence.
Even Israeli military officials are warning about the risks of wider unrest. But on the other side, settler leaders and their political allies are framing this as fulfilling historical and ideological goals. It's a deeply polarizing issue.
And it's not just a local issue, it has international implications. The West Bank has always been a focal point in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and these actions are likely to draw global criticism and scrutiny. But let's shift gears to something a bit lighter. Our next story is about Modelo and Kappa teaming up for a football-themed apparel collection. What did you think about this one?
It's a fun and clever collaboration. They're tapping into the global passion for soccer, especially with the World Cup coming up. The idea of combining a beer brand like Modelo with a sportswear brand like Kappa is just smart marketing.
And the timing is perfect. The collection launches on June 25th, right in the middle of summer when people are gathering to watch matches. The campaign's tagline, "The best seat in the house is wherever friends, football, and Modelo come together," really captures the spirit of the season.
What I loved most is how they tied in personal stories from players like Edson Alvarez and Raul Jimenez. These interviews about their early connections to the game add a layer of authenticity to the campaign. It's not just about selling products, it's about creating a sense of community.
That's such a great point. They're not just marketing a product, they're marketing an experience. And the sweepstakes element, where fans can win watch party prizes, is a great way to engage people even further.
It's interesting how brands are leaning more into storytelling these days. It's not just, here's a product, buy it. It's, here's a story you can be a part of, and here's a product that fits into that story.
Exactly. And in this case, the storytelling is very effective. They're not just selling jerseys, they're selling the idea of being part of a larger, soccer-loving community. It's a smart move.
It really is. Okay, let's move on to our third and final story. The Knicks Notebook. There's a lot going on here, from roster updates to league-shaking trades. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Mohamed Diawara's return to the Knicks. It sounds like the team is bringing him back on a team-friendly deal, which is great for their depth and upside.
Right. The article mentions two possible routes for his contract, using his non-bird rights or the taxpayer mid-level exception. It seems like they're leaning toward the non-bird rights option, which is a more modest deal but still a meaningful payday for Diawara.
It's a calculated move. Diawara had a breakthrough season, but the team isn't ready to commit big money to him just yet. They're treating him like a late first-round level talent, which seems fair given his current trajectory.
And then there's Jose Alvarado. Pushing back the decision date on his player option to June 26th gives both sides more time to negotiate an extension. It's a small detail, but it could have a big impact on the roster.
Absolutely. And then we have the two blockbuster trades, Giannis Antetokounmpo to Miami and Julius Randle to Brooklyn. These are league-shaking moves.
Giannis to Miami is huge. Pairing him with Bam Adebayo gives the Heat a formidable front court, both offensively and defensively. It's a game changer for them.
No doubt. And then there's the Randall trade, which indirectly benefits the Knicks by narrowing the market for Mitchell Robinson. It's a ripple effect, but one that could have significant implications for New York.
It's fascinating how these trades reshape the league's balance of power. The Knicks are in an interesting position heading into the draft. They've made some savvy moves, and it'll be exciting to see how it all plays out.
Definitely. Well, that was a whirlwind of topics, but I think we covered a lot of ground. Any final thoughts?
Just that these stories, while so different, all highlight the ways in which decisions, whether political, marketing, or sports related, can have far reaching impacts. It's a reminder of how interconnected everything is.
Well said. Thanks for the discussion, and thanks to everyone listening. We'll see you next time.